Hello, so recently a video I did on the sort of European medieval bar mace reproduction that was made by Windless Steelcraft has gone absolutely crazy in terms of views, so YouTube's randomly decided, it's worthy of everybody watching. So that's pretty cool. So I thought I'd just do a video comparing a bar mace to the sort of more retro maces. I do somewhere have like a steel flanged mace as well, like a gothic mace, whatever you'd call it. But this is probably the most practical mace design because the wooden handle means you can swing it very quickly, and you've still got the sort of spiky sort of wooden head, spiky sort of metal head on the wood pole that means, you can hit effectively with it. So traditionally, sort of in earlier medieval history, most of the maces would all look like that with various types of heads. Not really a proper morning star if you think of a fantasy looking morning star, but more just like a flanged or spiked head, that's in different directions. So wherever you sort of land a hit with it, it will cause a puncture wound and sort of crushing damage. You could also just have these obviously with a bit like a steel ring around the top, so the sort of top end's a percussion hitting end. But my favourite, and this is one Weapon Collector made me, it's not sort of made to necessarily an authentic medieval design, is the Warhammer or Horseman's Pick, because I think this is actually kind of more practical. So obviously the downside to this compared to a mace is you have to line up hitting it with either that end or the spike end. But obviously this is a utilitarian thing because one end bludgeons, the other impales. So for getting through armour, obviously you use the pick side. For sort of concussing through armour or causing damage to basically any exposed part of a human, you use that section. So picks are kind of actually probably I'd say better than maces. I mean, they were kind of the same thing in a way. But, the Horseman's Pick does seem like an actual better kind of melee weapon, in my opinion. Like I said, if I had to swing one of these around all day, this is actually the best design. Because like I said, although I've got one of the more sort of famous steel flanged maces, again, the problem is the weight of those, although it's not as heavy as the bar mace, which, like I said, you almost need to swing two-handed like a baseball bat, unless you're really ripped, to recover from the swing quickly. The issue with most of these sort of all steel construction maces is just how heavy they are, where at least when you have a wooden handle on a weapon like this, obviously, you can swing it, and it's much more responsive in your hands. Because the problem is, obviously, although you could swing very heavily and get a really good first hit off, you're going to tire out very quickly and things like that. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know if this video is going to do as well as the one that's currently doing really well, but there you go. There's a comparison of some medieval, sort of bludgeoning instruments of death.